So I want to give you all an update on these Sunpatiens that we planted in this area. Now, it's been hot. I just got back home, and you guys, some of my Sunpatiens are doing great. Some of my Sunpatiens cannot take the heat in this area. Now, I say all the time that we have a super hot garden, and that my garden, although it does have those opportunities where we have those shade trees, because of the orientation of my house, it's very hard for a lot of plants that say they can take full sun actually establish in my garden. So for example, Sunpatiens are one that does extremely well in my garden because Sunpatiens can definitely take the heat. Now you guys, we're going to get in close. We're going to look at this bed here so you all can see how the Sunpatiens are doing. It's kind of wilted here. I've already come in and started watering. The coleus is taking the heat good. Sunpatiens, of course, are looking a lot better. Now these Sunpatiens on this side, although they're not blooming, they're budded up to start blooming. And you can see where these are doing fine. No issues with these right here. Alright, now these are doing fine, but if you see the ones in the container, they're absolutely dried out. So I'm going to water these in real quick. These have a little bit more coverage here from the sun. They're shaded a little bit more. So they're not looking as bad, but I can see where the squirrels have been in there. So I'm going to water these in really well. So we watered in both the containers. I hit my fountain, filled the water up there, and then also I went in, you guys, and I watered up each of my bobo hydrangeas. I'm at the last one here. Now I like to kind of let the water hose sit on each one for about 5 minutes because I hand water. I'm not coming out here every day. If I had the time, like if gardening was my full-time job, my garden would be absolutely 100% immaculate. But since it's not, I come in and I give my hydrangeas a deep soaking. I've already hit my strawberry shake hydrangeas, and now I have this one. It's run for about 5 minutes. I'll put it on the last heuchera here, and then this bed is watered in for the week. We'll hop out here in the morning time and I'll show you guys how these Sunpatiens will pop up. But until they get established, especially because I'm planting them in the heat of the summertime, this is what I'm going to have to go to until they branch out a little bit and get used to their watering schedule now that they're out of the nursery pot and they're in the pot that they're going to be until the first hard frost. Everything has puckered back up. You guys see that the impatiens, the Sunpatiens that I had planted, they were looking really distressed yesterday. So when you plant this late in the season, this is kind of what you have to do. We have a strawberry shake hydrangea here. It's getting ready to put out new blooms. And that's what I was talking about why I don't stake my hydrangeas, because you'll end up with a fuller plant. So we will get some more blooms on this. And also, this is what I meant when I was talking about it had a little bit of remoteness in it, because it continues to bloom throughout the season. Here's the containers. Everything looks full. It looks healthy. Let's go ahead. Let's pinch this back right here. Everything's puffed up, and you're starting to see we're going to get that growth, that lateral growth that we want on the side, so this can be a full container. And here is the one on the end. So you can see there, everything's starting to look a lot fuller. It did not hurt that we got a good rain this morning too, but everything was looking pretty good. You know, a little bit after I had watered everything in, it was starting to look amazing. Alright, you guys, now I want to show you all what this front area is looking like. It's been quite some time, and I just made it back into town, but I wanted to show you guys what it looks like at its best, because for me, I need those plants in my garden that I know can withstand, you know, a few days without watering. I live a busy lifestyle, as a lot of you all do as well. So let's take a look and see what everything looks like this late in the season. All right, so everything has definitely filled in the front here. Do you guys see these containers, how these containers are so voluptuous? We have flowers that are in here, but everything is just looking exactly how I wanted it to look. We have our bobo hydrangeas. They're starting to show their fall color here. So they've certainly progressed from the white blooms, and now we're starting to see our chartreuse green blooms. You can see where I went in earlier and I trimmed back all of these heucheras or corabells here. These are looking absolutely amazing. I know I got an inbox that was telling me about concerns for trimming them back the way that I did, and they said that I could potentially get burned, but as you guys can see, there's no burn. Now we do have an insect that certainly has enjoyed their breakfast here, and we have blooms here. I mean, everything just looks amazing. Same thing here with the bobo hydrangeas. And if you look at this bobo hydrangea right here, you can see a little bit of burn. This container here was certainly struggling, and you see how luscious it's looking now. It has certainly filled out on the side here, and as you all can see, even though I have a big container here and I have a container here as well, this is quite a big size, and if we step back, this container houses the standard hydrangea quickfire. And even though we have a lot of hard elements, so we have the brick here, we also have the concrete container, another large, huge container. I came in and I did exactly what I needed to do, and that was to soften its edge. So it looks very lush. When you walk up, you're certainly greeted with a lot of green, luscious, the flowers, texture overload. You see the repeat here where you have this euphorbia that has certainly gotten out of control exactly the way I wanted it to go. It's actually now covering up our thriller here in the container, and it has certainly taken over, and it's welcome to do such. It basically is engulfing this pot. So we walk around this way. You all can see the Sunpatiens here, absolutely gorgeous. We have our Sunpatiens Vista Silverberry. It's doing amazing. Vocoli is here. Looks amazing. And it's coming out just how I wanted it to be. It's filled out very nicely. Everything just looks so good right now. We have our fresh bloom on the hydrangea that I showed you guys in the earlier part of this video. Let you guys see what everything looks like. I want to know down in the comment box, what do you think? Did the Sunpatients pull through, or did the Sunpatients let us down? Drop down in that comment box and let me know. I love to hear from you guys. And besides, I just want to know, is anybody else excited about their fall show as much as I am? Because I have some beautiful plants and I can't wait to share them with you guys. So make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.